Tomorrow's election marks the latest in a string of dates. Voters have been asked to head to the polls over the last few months.
Some for local offices, others for state and national positions. But one thing most have had in common is low turnout. Local 15's Tammy Braze joins us now. Tammy, the sad thing is, even when not many voters turn out, these elections cost a lot of money.
They do, Greg, and they're not cheap. At around $38,000 a pop, a local election costs the same whether 100% or just 10% of voters turn out. We take a look at how voter fatigue affects the election process in tonight's Reality Check.
Turnout has been slow, but I think we were kind of expecting that.
1 week ago, the polls opened for us to decide between two contenders for city council. That race was decided by just 3,500 voters. Poll workers told us then folks are overwhelmed.
I think a lot of people have voter fatigue.
Tomorrow's Republican primary for Alabama House District 104 will be the third or even fourth election for some neighborhoods over the past 2 months.
We've just come off the city elections. We had a Biola Battery mayor's race. We've had a congressional primary. We're about to have a congressional runoff.
Local Republican Party Chair Terry Lathan says a low turnout is expected once again. But she says now more than ever is the time folks should be turning out, given what's happening in Washington.
Most people will point to elected officials. Therefore, if a voter has an opportunity to go pick an elected official, we're really hoping that tomorrow House 104 voters will go and participate in that process.
While the cost of tomorrow's election isn't determined, election officials tell us a race of its size typically costs just under 40 grand. And that's 40 grand each time for the primary, the runoff, and the general election. The money's being spent whether you show up or not. All the more reason, Lathan says, we should make our voices heard.
If you love your state, if you love this area, and you have the opportunity to go vote, it's up to us to go and pick those leaders.
These numbers were based on May's House District 97 race, which cost taxpayers $37,700. That race had 15 precincts, so does tomorrow's. Back to you.
A lot of taxpayer money. All right, Tammy, thanks. Local 15 News is your advocate to expose corruption, fraud, and waste in local governments.
We need your help. If you know of any wrongdoing, scams, or abuse of your tax money, call a Reality Check hotline, 877-315-7268.
Well, the Mobile Police